So good morning everyone. Today's video is going to be how to draw a flower. So more specifically a rose. I'm drawing a still life rose. It's actually a kind of artificial flower that I have in my house. And this is just kind of a quick and easy way to approach it, I think. This is normally how I would do my flowers. I'm just adjusting the flower so I can see it a little bit better. So I'll just show you. This is actually what I'm working with. So as you can see, it's totally artificial. Leaves are the petals are quite worn, but it also looks good because it has a lot of potential for shading and that kind of stuff. So I'll just leave it where I can kind of view it. I'll get started. So when I'm doing flowers, or roses actually, sorry, I usually tend to start from the middle, and I'm kind of approaching this from a side view, like a profile view nearly. But with my style of sketching, it's quite rough and ready really. Which I kind of like, because it means any mistakes I make kind of don't really look like mistakes too often. Obviously you can use your eraser if you do want to totally get rid of them. But I often find that that rougher style of sketching, it can be made to work in your advantage a little bit. So you can see the petals were quite kind of jagged on this old rose. What I like about drawing roses is I find them really easy to do, because none of them actually look the same. You know, like they're all quite unique in their own way, meaning that you can kind of add what you want to. I'm going to keep this video quite short as well, because that's kind of the point of these videos for me at the moment. I'm trying to fill up a sketchbook, and if I keep the videos quite short and sweet, it means that I'm more likely to do them, to be honest. I'm more likely to set the time aside. So I did that little petal a little too jaggedly, just for my liking. So if anyone has any kind of suggestions of what they would like me to draw in the future, please do leave a comment, because at the moment I'm just doing bits of still life here and there, but I'm totally open to trying a few new things. Even if I'm not great at them, I'm okay with giving it a go and seeing what I can make out of it. So if you're attempting to draw a rose, such as this, you might need your eraser handy, just so you can kind of go back and forth to it. I feel like I'm kind of making a little bit of a mess of this one, but I'm gonna keep persevering until the end. I'm nearly there anyway. So that was that one. I don't know if other people find this, but like sometimes you're so in the mood to draw and everything just like flows really easily. And then other times it's like you don't even know how to hold a pencil, and every line that you do is just like a mess nearly. And I mean, it kind of comes back to it works out somewhere, but yeah, it can be a little bit frustrating sometimes when you're just not in the right headspace, I think, to do it. But this seems to be coming together okay. And then I'm just going to add one last little petal in. It's quite a big petal actually. Down the bottom, as I said before, these rose petals are quite old because they're on a kind of fake flower, so I don't know if they always looked this way or if this is just that they've kind of got a bit worn over time. But so now I'm going to put the stem in. It did cut out, but hopefully I might get one more video out of this. So so to shade, I normally just shade, like if I'm doing a really quick job like I am today, I'll just shade everywhere that there naturally would be shade. So you can kind of tell quite easily just by looking at whatever still life object you have in front of you. So in this case, the flower, and naturally the shade is going to appear kind of at the start, at the inside of your petals, you know, where they kind of are overlapping each other. Naturally that's where you're going to have shadows. So even if you put a little bit in here and there in those areas, it's going to add more 3D to your object just naturally. So just because I'm tight for time, I'm going to add just the darker pieces in at the moment. And yeah, already you can see how much life that is bringing to the drawing, can't you? Like it's incredible. Now I'm not saying this is a top class incredible drawing by any means. I'm just saying the shadows, how much they really add to it is nice. So yeah, I'd love some of your feedback on just this style of video. My editing skills are not up to scratch. Please bear in mind, I'm using like an editing app nearly at this stage, so yeah, do take that into consideration please. But I do hope to kind of invest in a better one as time goes on, just so I can really give my videos the best effect, I think. Yeah. So coming to the end of the video now. Really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that maybe it might help you drawing some little flowers yourself, or kind of getting your head around the shading aspect of things. If you haven't seen my other video drawing an apple, do check it out. It's my only other video on my channel at the moment. I did have other videos up, but to be honest I just took them down because they weren't really fitting the style of my channel that I was hoping to create with it. So I decided just to take them down at the start of 2020 and start again, and hopefully kind of redo it, but just better and more the way I had intended to begin with for this channel. So this weekend, probably won't get any videos made this weekend because I am off to London and I'm really excited about that. I'm going to fly from Dublin which is near enough to where I live in Ireland, and I'm going to fly into Gatwick Airport in London, and I'm meeting some friends there. I'm actually going to finish the video here because my storage has just about run out, so I want to leave it on a good note here. This is the final draw.